There you go. Well, new tonight at 5:30, funeral services were held today for a Lyndonville woman who was shot and killed last week in Brockport in what police call a random and senseless act of violence.
Our Dave McKinley reports from Medina on the outpouring of grief for Megan Dix and support for her surviving husband and child.
Those who knew Megan Dix have told us that she was a loving person who cared about others. It's also true that that is often said about folks when they pass, but there was an indication today of how many lives she touched at her wake and funeral. She died in a parking lot in Brockport, a mile from where she worked, 20 miles from where she was mourned at a small church outside of Medina, 10 miles from where she will rest in Lyndonville, where Megan Dix lived with her high school sweetheart whom she married and their young son who she leaves behind. Distance won't heal the hearts of those who knew her so many that cars lined the road for a quarter mile outside the church as folks waited to pay their respects. Family members who said they earlier wished to speak to us decided not to on this day. And they've got another hard day awaiting them tomorrow when some will return back to Brockport, where Dix's accused killer, Holly Colino, is due back in court for a preliminary hearing on charges of murder. Nor will time or distance likely help them make sense of what happened when a stranger crossed Megan's path. The only thing they can do is mourn and to help with a GoFundMe page, which has already raised nearly $20,000 in part to help set up a college fund for her surviving child, and another just announced effort to raise money for her family and remember her life. Now, that new event that they just put together will be held on Saturday, September 30th. It'll be a chicken barbecue at the Ridgeway Volunteer Fire Hall just outside of Medina. And of course, we have information on how you can get tickets if you like when you look for this story right now on our website, WGRZ.com. In Lyndonville, Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.